Does Las Vegas ever stop reinventing itself? Do we even want it to? The answer to both questions is no, and that's what keeps you all coming back. New top-shelf restaurants on the top floor. New mind-bending attractions you just gotta see to believe.
And today we're showing you two of those next-door neighbors, Ocean Prime and ARTE Museum.
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
It's a sunny spring morning on the Las Vegas Strip, and adventures await on the corner of Harmon and the Boulevard. Specifically, we're honing in on this today. Two new spots at 63 Las Vegas that we definitely want to check out. Both featured on that 6,000 square foot LED screen. But first, what's all that mess in the middle of the road down there? For those of you who don't visit often, we always like to orient you to where we are. This morning, we're on the west side of the Strip, walking north towards the Crystal Shopping Complex.
All I have to say to this is, how is this a restful resort corridor with this crazy din going on at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Not only is the Boulevard project under construction, they're repaving the road. Construction vehicles galore. Marquees in various states of repair. And pedestrians tunneling through mazes to get from point A to point B. There's always something happening on the Las Vegas Strip. Both of our destinations today are on the bridge level as you exit Crystals and walk towards the Cosmo. 63 Las Vegas is a huge 243,000 square foot development sitting on 2 acres right at the intersection of Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon Avenue. Could this location be any sweeter? The first business to open its doors at 63 was the Welcome Store. Let's pop in and take a look at the Las Vegas themed goodies for sale. I'll tell you what, my friends, we're still not over the thrill that we actually have pro sports teams gear for our own Las Vegas-based teams. This just recently opened, and it's the only one in town, and maybe some serious competition for Boot Barn. ARTE is a huge brand in Western wear and boots, and just last year they celebrated 30 years in business. Some of you ask me where I get my shirts. I'll tell you what, at least half or more are the ARTE brand. Take a closer look at this sculpture. It's called Blackjack and was commissioned specifically for this store. Artist Rachel Wilson used found hedgewood, ARTE boots, and incorporated items related to both Las Vegas and rodeo into the design. The ARTE store is on 2 levels with most of the clothing upstairs. For him, for her. And plenty of hats to choose from. And right up near the big picture window, the hat doctor can steam and shape that hat for you. How much do you love these chairs? All right, back out on the bridge and that sweeping view of the Strip. And here's the signage for where we're going to today. You travel along this elevated walkway above Harmon Avenue, around the building, to arrive at the brand new ARTE Museum and our lunch date, Ocean Prime. First up, lunch at Ocean Prime. Step off the elevator on 4 and into Ocean Prime's elegant entry. This $20 million restaurant opened last year as number 18 for the Ocean Prime brand, an award-winning seafood steakhouse from Cameron Mitchell. The intimate cocktail lounge features muted colors, marble tabletops, sink-into chairs, and perfectly arranged wall groupings. As you'd expect in a place like this, the bar serves up cocktails made with the finest spirits. In total, Ocean Prime occupies 14,500 square feet up on top of 63 Las Vegas. One thing you notice right away is lots of wine. In fact, the wine list has been honored by Wine Spectator.
Hello, my friends. This is a long-awaited outing. We are at Ocean Prime at the new 63, which is out front of Crystal's, right at the corner of Harmon Avenue. It is Monday afternoon. We almost have the place to ourselves, and we did that on purpose so that we could take our cameras everywhere. We want to thank our pal Lydia for gifting us this amazing early dinner, we're going to call it. I have a Pinot Grigio, of course, and gulp, I actually ordered a version of sushi to start things out. You're going to watch me have sushi for the first time right here.
Ocean Prime's main dining room has been described as sprawling, and in here we find another of the venue's 3 bars. In total, there is seating for more than 400 guests. The color palette is a rich silver and gold. There are even more of those sink-in booths in here. And yep, more of those gorgeous glass wine cellars. In fact, there's our server pouring Paula's Santa Margarita right now. The Cameron Mitchell Group opened its first restaurant in Columbus, Ohio back in 1993, so they too just celebrated 30 years in business. The Ocean Prime concept came about in 2008 and has been a huge success. The subtle ocean vibe is felt with the sweeping wave-like lines and the beach grass on the ceiling.
All right, folks, I wasn't brave enough to try the raw fish, even though our lovely son Scott makes some recommendations, and so did our server. I went for a vegetable roll, and I'm sorry, but this looks utterly incredible. No raw fish included. So they gave me a little dipping sauce, which I assume is soy sauce. Let's see how we do. It's a shame something so artistic fell apart. Oh, wow. There's a vinaigrette on it. We'll put all the ingredients. That is so startlingly fresh. Delicious. Oh my gosh. That's just utterly incredible. I'm having more. I'm talking Dale into having them. These are fabulous.
I've never tried sushi before, and I don't know how to use chopsticks, so I feel kind of foolish doing it, but Paula said I gotta try it. So let me dip it in the sauce here. As long as it's not raw fish. That's really good. That's really good.
Directly behind our booth is the alcove where the magic happens, the raw bar and kitchen. Ocean Prime is renowned for its hand-rolled sushi, over-the-top seafood presentations, and get this, I think that's my shrimp cocktail sitting back there. And of course, prime steaks, sides, and desserts.
Look at this. It's got dry ice on the side, so it's smoking. It came out really smoking hot, and the sauce is deep inside the bowl. This is jumbo shrimp cocktail, folks. I tell you, I usually only do this on New Year's Eve. Oh, wow! Where did I just have this at? It was really good.
Harbor steak.
Harbor steak. Yeah, it was good at Carver Steak. Really good here. I love that the sauce is in here and this dry ice around the side. Just absolutely wonderful presentation. Yummy.
All right, ladies and gents, I don't do shrimp cocktail. I have the Ocean Prime salad, and this looks primo. It's got the walnuts, it's got the blue cheese crumbles, and a wonderful homemade vinaigrette. Let me give it a try. Just as poppin' fresh as that sushi was. They must get deliveries every day. Super fresh. I love this salad. Wonderful.
I'll tell you what, finish that shrimp cocktail. It was outstanding. What we forgot to tell you was the menu that we ordered everything off was on the lunch menu, and it's all inclusive, $45 for you get your, well, I got this shrimp cocktail, Paula got a salad, and then you get your entree, and then we get a dessert after. And prior to that, Paula ordered some sushi as well. So this is an amazing deal, and you come here early in the afternoon. There's not too many people here. I'm thrilled. This is just fantastic. We're having a great time.
Every Ocean Prime is uniquely designed to capture the energy of the city it's in. And for Las Vegas, that has to be out on the terrace. We saw this earlier from the pedestrian bridge, a 2,500 square foot patio, 4 floors up, looking out on Harmon Corner. With a variety of comfy seating options and great views, everything on the menu just has to taste better out here.
All right, there you go. 6-ounce filet. I read the menu wrong. I thought that it was going to be an 8-ounce filet, but it's a 6-ounce filet. That's okay. I'll take care of it. And underneath it has I think it has a little onion ring, or no, that's spinach and some kind of potatoes or something like that. Let me give it a shot real quick. I'll just get it's a filet, you know? Perfectly cooked. Very good. Very good flavor. Very nice.
So Dale got the prime, and I guess I'll say I got the ocean. So this is also on the fixed price menu. This is some gorgeous snapper. Oh, I broke it. Super flaky. I'm going to dip it in whatever this wonderful sauce is. Super mild flavor. I'm a fan of whitefish. Ooh, all right. There's a little bit of zing on the topping. And look at this beautiful charred side dish I got. Plus we ordered, they offer half sizes on the side dishes. So we got some broccoli, a half size, which is plenty for the two of us. So super healthy lunch. What do you say? Snapper and a whole bunch of vegetables. Loving this.
Okay, we don't often show bathrooms, but when I saw this, I had to run back and grab my camera. Girls, if you visit Ocean Prime, make sure to stop into this fabulous ladies' room.
Hey, I ditched the scarf. It's really warm in here, and it's more casual than I had actually thought. Okay, I have to tell you, we just got our dessert set down, but the chef just came by. I didn't catch his whole name, but his first name is Gino. Got a picture with him. He asked us how our lunch was. Warm as toast. So welcoming. Invited us to brunch. Told us all about the Sunday brunch. All the menu items that are on the brunch. I'm like, I want to come next week. Anyway, super, super nice guy. Just wonderful experience. All right. So now we have our warm cookies. It looks like they're both chocolate chip. Carver steak, we actually got a variety, but looks like we have chocolate chips. Super warm, gooey. Let me take a bite. I have chocolate on me? Of course I do. Fantastic. Right out of the oven like I made them myself. Those are great. You know what I'm going to say. Where's my tea?
Lunch out of the way, and we're off to another brand new tenant at 63 Las Vegas. The very first installation in the United States of the ARTE Museum. We purchased a ticket online for the first time slot of the day, 10 a.m., along with about 50 of our closest friends. Ahead of the doors opening, a very helpful employee gives us a preview of what to expect. The museum is an immersive media art experience originally from Korea. Although the base price on weekdays is $50 and weekends $60, there are multiple ways you can score a $10 discount. Kids, seniors, military, locals, and choosing early or late entry times. Big thumbs up on convenience here. They offer strollers, wheelchairs, and lockers to leave your stuff in. All right, my friends, in we go. The concept here is to use mirrors and digital projections to reinterpret elements in nature. First up, waterfalls cascading from 7 meters high and surrounding us on all sides. It's a little disconcerting at first seeing your own reflection as well as the waterfall. The next theme is described as an infinite symphony of flower petals, on the trees, floating in gentle rain, and even projecting onto the guests. As we went along, we learned to identify where the mirrors ended and where we could walk through by checking for the fragile signs. This room is a bit of a mind bender. The waves move with such force you feel like they could flood the space, but at the same time, they are trapped behind that window. And around the next corner, a sacred forest where mythical spirits live. What seems to be a prehistoric bird. A dragon, and a beautiful white tiger. This was intriguing. A brilliant night safari scene populated with colorful animals that are actually drawings come to life. Yep, the guests can draw something and it will end up on the screen in motion. Now this is very cool. All right, from here we head up a level, but from this vantage point you can see the forest, the wave, and the safari all at the same time. This scene was a favorite, an inspired combination of an endless beach and the beauty of the northern lights. In the description, the aurora is meant to provide a calming effect to counteract the fierceness of the waves. This massive space is called Garden, and it's where most of the gigantic media art is meant to be enjoyed. Let's talk about the concept for just a minute. ARTE Museum is a global exhibition brand that came out of South Korea in 2020. There are 4 locations in Korea, a few elsewhere in the world, and only one here in the United States. The entire 2-story space is a whopping 30,000 square feet and costs $25 million to install. What we're looking at now reflects a collaboration with the masterpieces of the golden age of Korean painting, pieces that embody the philosophy and spirit of that era. There's a viewing platform at one end of the room that gives you an exhilarating perspective, particularly as the scenes change rapidly. There is a soundscape that goes along with all the projections composed specifically for ARTE Museum. The music combined with the nature sounds is meant to enhance the impact of what you're looking at. And not only that, there are scents in the air for each scene that add even more to the multi-sensory experience. Now here's where we start to get personal. The next several projections are going to land us right here in Las Vegas, starting first with a serene desert scene. When the roulette wheel begins to form, it's a huge surprise. You're just not expecting it. But that's only the beginning. The wheels are joined by casino chips, slots, and coins literally all around you in every direction. And suddenly, you're on the Strip. I'm just going to let you take it in here for a minute. How spectacular is this with the fireworks and the neon? When you buy your ticket, you have an option of adding the T-bar for an extra $5, and if you know Paula, you know she went for that. The T-bar offers another surreal larger-than-life ocean scene and has plenty of seating to enjoy your tea-based mocktails.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am at the T-bar at the ARTE Museum, or ARTE. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I went ahead and added the tea to my order. It is a cold tea. In this case, it's black tea with some milk. And it's just amazing how wherever you set the tea on the table, or even wherever you put your hands, these flowers just magically move around. It is just such an amazing sensory experience. Plus, I can't say enough about the music and the scents that are in here that just augment what you're seeing and what you're experiencing. It is truly remarkable. Not sure I knew what to expect. I'd done some reading. Nevertheless, it blows you away when you're in here, especially in that big room where they change all the different motifs. Anyway, let's have some tea. It's cold and refreshing. A little bit sweetened. Did you see how the table went dark when I picked that up? Strange, but amazing. Yeah, it's a little bit sweetened. It has a little bit of a floral feeling to it. Absolutely delicious and refreshing after walking through this incredible museum. I'm telling you, big thumbs up. This is really, really unique.
Heading to the exit, you experience one more brief nature scene. A jungle populated with transparent, luminescent creatures. And surprise, you end up in the gift shop. As you might expect, most of the items for sale capitalize on the beautiful images you just saw. There are lots of cards, postcards, and notes, all of them beautiful. But what captured Paula's interest was the fact that you could actually take home these bespoke fragrances that were part of the experience. Not only that, samples were available for you to try before you buy. All right, my friends, what did she end up choosing, you ask?
Okay, I went for the beachy ones, Beach and Wave. I'll tell you what, they all smelled incredible. They're actually from like the fragrance region of France. These people spared no expense at the museum to do everything with tremendous class, including these scents.
Very cool museum. I'll tell you what, it's something a little bit different in Las Vegas. If you're in town, check it out. Now, I didn't go in because I'm a little bit squirrely about mirrors and stuff like that. You know, I have a lot of phobias.
And we were a little concerned that Dale would get like disoriented or something in there. So I'm actually glad we chose not to have you go, at least this first time.
Anyway, let's talk about Ocean Prime, right?
Yeah.
Ocean Prime was fantastic. The people in there were amazing. There was only, when we were in there, I think there was only 5 couples at the most.
Yeah, very light crowd, but it was a Monday afternoon, kind of mid-afternoon. I'm telling you, good time to go.
Yeah, and that lunch menu, I mean, we didn't even know about that until we got there and saw it. And I'll tell you, for $45, got a lot of food.
That was a heck of a deal, and I didn't mind adding on the extra veggie for a little bit more substance, and then, of course, the sushi.
All right, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Anything else you want to tell these nice people, Miss Paula?
Well, did you miss us last week? We ran away to California. We actually stayed 5 days in California.
We saw our granddaughter. She turned 3 years old. We went to the ARTE Museum and had a good time there. We went and did some stuff at Universal Studios, which we're going to do a couple shorts on coming up this week.
Not only that, but we spent a lot of time down at the beach in Ventura. No vlogging, though. We just took the time off.
It was one of those things where we just needed to unwind and be with our granddaughter and with, of course, our son and his wife, but our granddaughter. We just had a wonderful time.
We did. So thanks for being patient, and we are back in full force. And in fact, next week, we have a staycation for you on the Strip.
Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.